human, man. You a beast.
Then I also tell you the psychology of what you're dealing with, though, because when you can see what they will allow you to see that they do in wickedness, that's enough to let you know right there that at least you got to be willing. If you catch somebody tying a woman and two horses, you got to be willing to cut him in half with a sword.
Yeah, ASAP.
You know, if you can't do that, then you're not ready to defend. If he want to tear your woman in half with two horses, you need to be equally prepared to cut him in half with a sword.
Yeah, straight up, real talk.
Because if you're not, he just gonna continue to tear your women apart, but with horses. You gotta know what you're dealing with. And the hardest part for you to ever grasp is that the enemy has been closer than you possibly could have imagined the whole time.
I'm telling you. Sneaky like. Hey man, everybody send Rod $1, man. If you can't send them a $5, I'll send them $1. That'll put them in the game. 12. We got 2,400 people. Everybody send them $1. That'll put them in the game till the next time we come on. Yeah, man. So y'all, we love y'all. Peace and love. We got some more coming out. We're gonna be back again. Probably. What's the day? We'll probably be back Friday if we will see how the crowd going, and we will probably be back Friday. Give you more updates. But from now on to start today, Roy, I'm gonna start keeping an eye on the school shooting thing, and so I can keep giving you an update. Just in case you miss, I'm gonna give you an update on. We're gonna be watching them now. We got the eye on them now. Big brother's watching. Big mama's watching now.
You know, they just had one. I got a call this morning. They had one in Wisconsin yesterday.
Dang, I'm about to go look that up. And yeah, Wisconsin. Wow, they'll never had nothing in Wisconsin. That's a weird, awkward place because ain't nothing but white folks there. Kind of. I drove through Wisconsin before, man. I ain't seen no newbies out there.
Still, you must ain't go to Milwaukee, Racine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I ain't go to Milwaukee. I went through the mountain part. Because Milwaukee, that's where Kemp Ken them from. Milwaukee and all this.
Yeah, it's got Racine, Wisconsin. Racine be rocking.
Okay, I'm about to go check
it out. They got some cities up there. We up there. They just don't want y'all to know we up there.
Yeah, we everywhere. That's what we. I ain't gonna doubt you, Rod. Because we Negroes everywhere. I didn't live in some spots where like it was. They in Albuquerque. Albuquerque is a spot. I live in Albuquerque. Yeah, so we everywhere. I ain't gonna deny it. All right, y'all. Peace and love. We out, man. Free all the political prisoners. We want to send a shout out to all the chiefs that was in here, the lady chiefs that was in here tonight with us. We got more. We got a tape on the video side to go along with this tape about the chiefs, the lady chiefs stepping up, because we need more women chiefs. Women chiefs do a great job at what they do. So we need more women chiefs. A whole bunch of men chiefs now. We need a whole bunch of more women chiefs standing up and doing what Rod was saying, getting in contact, start back organizing the family. Start back organizing your family structure. Find a person that's going to do the financial. Find a person that went to school that got the law degree. Find a person who got the business so we can start buying stuff from their business and asking them what they need to better the business. So we got to start back building our family structures. That's the mission for my lady chiefs. Set up your family structure. We out of this thing, y'all. We love y'all.
I got to get some references now.
Go ahead.
So for a lot of us don't remember how the family need to be set up. Malachi wrote a book called The Holy Tabernacle Family Guide.
Fire.
Right? That's one resource that, if you can access, is a valuable resource for governing over a family. Also, there's several good books on Amazon on organizational structure. You just got to remember that you got to categorize things and put people where they best suited skill set wise. So study organizational structure, right? Study the Holy Tabernacle Family Guide, and building family relations is the means by which you execute those two books.
Oh yeah. As far as I think I got that book, Rod. Is that that's no, I don't think I got that. It's a small little pamphlet. I'm about to go
Mm-hmm.
look. I think I might have that book in my collection.
Yeah, the Holy Tabernacle Family Guide is excellent
I
for,
might get it from Doc by Doc.
especially when you come from a broken home and you want to know how the family structure is supposed to be set up. Right, the Holy Tabernacle Family Guide tell you what you need to know in the family to be a functional member of the family. It's a cold piece of work.
Man, I might have to go take that book out. I might get
Yeah,
some notes on that
it's
book.
it's about it's about 3/4 of an inch thick.
Yeah, it's a small book. Yeah, I got that
Yeah,
book.
it's
Yeah,
about 3 inches, 4 inches tall, and about 2.5 inches wide.
yeah, I got the book. I got that book. I got it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I got it. It's like a black cover with a gold, like a little gold square ring around the cover, and it got the letters
I don't
right
know,
there.
they have several printings of it, so I'm not sure.
Okay, all right,
Also,
yeah,
don't forget the Longhouse Treaty or Constitution.
yeah.
Read that. Read the Iroquois Constitution, and this gonna give you a lot of understanding of the structure
Mm-hmm.
by which the tribe is set up, and then you'll know that you first have to deal with your family members, and then you branch out to your community. Then that makes the alliances functional across the land. Starting at the grassroots is always the most effective means of returning back to prominence.
Right. Also, in the links in the descriptions, I got the clan mother. I got Empress Ratbird, the tape that we did with Empress Ratbird, the tape.
All right. What you doing that? I'm gonna fry me up one of these Blicky Breezy, and we're gonna get into the subject matter. All right, make sure y'all checking for I just sent somebody the invite to get in. We'll give you a couple more, about another few seconds while I like this. That's some good stuff there. Okay, that means I can go to the next person. Duke Vibes. Duke Vibes. Come on in, come on in. You are now chiefing with the chief. Chief Pontiac Rye. Contrary to popular opinion, I am not the only chief in this city. What's going on, my brother?
What's the deal? Peace, God. So, man, I can't believe I'm actually talking to you right now. But I remember when you was walking I think it was we was walking through continuity of government, and we was talking
Yeah,
about it was about the schools, and I think that's what it was. And I don't know if you've seen it, but did you see the dude who slaughtered the girl on the train? That ain't had nothing to do with the man. Something else just popped up to my mind. My mind is rambling. You know when you finally get on and you ain't think you was gonna do it, it's like damn, you don't really you knew what to talk about, but now you don't. You know.
so this what you do. You take a breath, center yourself, right? And go back to your original thought. What was you want? What did you want to ask about?
Okay, thank you for that. I think it was really about the Orisha stones. I don't know if it's like a specific Orisha that we really supposed to have, or if you can just jump into any one, you know. And I just really wanted to learn more about that.
So when you're dealing with the Orisha, those are ancestral energies, and in the religious world, they call them ancestral spirits. But in the realm of the Orisha, they don't really call them spirits. They ancestral energies. Um, the spirit term has become abused and misused so much, but what it is a lot of us, the tribes, we was born at one time under the house of an Orisha,
Okay.
right, or a Loa. It
Right.
depends on your tradition, right? And the Normally, your totem animal tells you who your Orisha is, meaning what family line you come through,
So
right? And a lot of people have lost track of how to discover their totem animal, so we like
that was the
working
next
on figuring
question.
it out.
How do you
So,
but how do you figure out what your totem animal is? Do you just like do you gotta pick it, or it's like given to you or something?
okay, the first thing you start with, what's your favorite animal?
Honestly, it would probably have to be a dog.
Okay, so the dog energy, that's Chief Zolo, DMX.
Okay, damn. You know, I'm
What
making
they called him in the Egyptian, they called him Anubis, but over here we called him Chief Zolo.
okay. That
That's
sounds close to
DMX.
Zulu too.
Yeah, it's close, but it's spelled with an X, not a Z.
Oh
But
yeah,
when you're talking phonetically, it sounds similar.
man. But man. So is it do you think that if I was like, for example, say water signs, I'm big on like astrology and zodiac signs and stuff like that. But you know, I'm a Pisces, me and my twin. But when I was getting the my obsidian fire Orisha stone, one of them, I was told that I should basically work with the other element. Now, the whole time that I've had this one, every time I put both of them on, it's like I don't know. The whole day is different. It's like energetic, and but I don't know if that's just because of the stones itself. This is a I forgot what it is, but I know it's obsidian and mixed with something else. But man, I just when I tell you, I don't know if it's like the energy itself that's coming from these, or I don't know if I be thinking about it too much, but I definitely feel some type of change energetically when it comes to like I don't know if I be like doing too much, but I can always find myself getting into it. I don't know if it's because this one is really fire, but I got it from man, I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to look him up. But all in all, thank you for telling me that about the totem animal. I'm gonna get into that more.
Okay, now you talking about the elements. It's elemental magic is the five elements: earth, air, fire, water, and ether.
Yeah, like every time I put this on, it's like I'm not getting into it, but like I'm always finding myself being more chaotic or but I
Okay,
and
now you mentioned the firestone
yeah,
earlier when you first brought it up. Now, what happened when you put fire and water together? What do the water do?
it boils or turns into like or turn it start to boil over or turn into like the steam, you know?
Steam.
Yeah.
Okay, now if you put earth and water together, what you get?
You get earth and what you get like mud, right?
Yeah. When the water is mixed with air, what form is it in?
Uh when the water is mixed with air. I think that's air, yeah.
It's water vapor.
Oh, water, yeah, water vapor, like a steam type of, yeah.
Okay, now when you working with fire energy and you a water sign, I'm a water sign fixed position,
Okay.
right? Pisces is water sign mutable position,
Right.
means fluctuate, right? That means it's free flowing water,
Okay.
right? So when you got free flowing water and you put fire to it, you get a reaction faster than if it was ice,
Right.
right? And so you feel that energy. Your goal in working with fire energy as a water sign is to control the boil.
Man, that makes so much sense. Just hearing it, controlling the boil, like I think I heard you one time saying, as you control, you managing, you basically control the pour, you control how much it fits it over, or it's like pouring a pop into a glass. You get what I'm saying? Eventually, over time, you catch on to how you catch on how to do it so that it don't over fizz or like overflow. You know?
Hmm. That's the same thing you're doing as a water sign, working with the fire element,
Okay. Okay.
right? So all that energy you feel with that, it's now is how can you control it? Is the question you asking yourself. The funny part about it is you the only one can teach it to you because it's tied to your inner knowing of yourself. It's not tied to my external knowing of who you are, my observation and meeting you. It's your inner knowing of yourself. The only person know when your emotions starting to rise without you telling them is you.
Right. It's
So
like I kind of get irritated because of the fact that, like, damn, you try to really. It's like I don't really try to control my emotions, but I work with them. But being mad, I find myself not wanting to do that a lot, or just I don't know. But it
did you hear what you said? You said you get irritated. What is irritation?
uh man,
So look, you water, right?
yeah,
If you go to a clean pool of water right now, put your hand in it, and you do like this real fast, the
you
water is gonna the water gonna react.
right, like ripples, or yeah,
Yeah, so that's called agitation.
like dang, right, you messing
Ag-
with okay, yeah,
so the agitation is the cause of the irritation.
okay,
It's the same way as you do that to the water. If you do that to your leg with your knuckles, you're gonna feel heat.
man. Man, I just caught myself trying that right there, but no, for real. But
Right. You learning in real time. You testing the energy.
right,
Okay, now when you realize that you're getting agitated, the first thing you ask yourself is this proper context for what's taking place? And when you discover it's not, then you look at the situation and say, well, what is the proper context? Because your emotions have to be calibrated. Children who don't have their emotions calibrated normally is done through external discipline.
and
But when you don't have that calibration of your emotions, you erratic, you unstable, and you don't know that your emotions is not who you are. That's just the navigation system you use when you interact with other people. So you have to first ask yourself is the emotion in context with the circumstances, situation, or whatever is taking place, the environment you're in, right? If the emotion is out of context, that's you, not the environment, not the situation, not the circumstances. And if it's you, that means you are the only person that can control it,
okay,
right? Once you catch on and you start doing it on a regular, even when somebody crack a joke, if everybody laughing and it ain't funny to you, is that proper context? Because the joke might not be funny to you.
man, I'm sitting around looking at why everybody laughing. That wasn't even funny, man.
Right. So for you, it's not funny enough to elicit the laughter, right? But for them, their sense of humor might be at a higher level than yours because they probably been calibrated 3 years of excuse me, 3 years of comedy exposure.
Right.
So now jokes that you don't find funny is like hilarious to somebody who's conditioned to recognize comedic activity, right? And the crazy part about that is then you can see the parodies playing out in real life, and you be like, man, that's just some comedy shit,
Right.
right? So the hard part is remembering to check your emotion to determine if the context is in alignment with the experience of the moment.
You
And
know
as
something?
soon as as soon as you do that and you get to get all your emotions calibrated, you can then read your emotions the same way you read a book.
It's like you can
So
tell what you're gonna do. Like I don't. You can literally stop. All you gotta do. Anytime I find myself telling me it's a spiritual war going on or this, I can literally snap out of it. But it's like as long as I don't. But that's what I'm trying to do more. Start to remember, or I would say I fail. Like I used to be able to do it so much, but now stuff happen. It seemed like the more I get control over myself, the more because it's like I'm always relearning everything that I already knew, or I don't know how to explain that, but Once
Yeah,
you get
because you
once
knew everything before, but when you came through the amnesia system, you forgot that you knew it already. Now you need somebody to remind you of what you already know.
you just said, man, that made me so happy. You just said literally what. Okay, so okay, I got a lot of work to do then.
Right now, here's a trauma cleansing emotional development exercise about to give you.
Okay, here, hold on. Let me write this down.
You can come back and review the video.
Okay, yup, man.
Okay, now watch. This is how it works. You remember a time when somebody pissed you off.
Right.
You thought 100% you was right at the moment because or else you wouldn't be pissed off. Revisit that in your mind while you alone. You gonna feel the same emotions starting to well up, right? But then you realize later on that you got mad for nothing. Now you can use that to calibrate your emotions to determine. And then it's the same with the laughter, the same with the pain and the suffering. Because when we ain't in the physical body, we don't have no pain. We don't got no suffering. We don't even know what that shit is.
Man,
You got to be in the 3D reality with a physical body to experience the whole gamut of feeling. And that's why we here.
man. Right.
Well, we came here to feel because we know everything outside the physical body. We came in the physical body, it causes the side effect is the amnesia.
Right.
But in the course of that, we trying to learn how to feel. And the
Man,
highest
hearing that
frequency of
just
yeah, the highest frequency of emotion is love. It's the highest energy that you
right.
can raise yourself to, and then that's going to create the feeling of something called bliss. It's beyond happy. You just walking around
I
like
feel
you
like
in
that's
La
how
La
I'm
Land.
feeling right now.
It's beyond happy. You walk around like you in La La Land.
Man,
But nobody's teaching us this anymore, and it was common knowledge to us before we was colonized.
right.
And that's why it was easy for them to, when they killed off our elders, it was easy for them to give us false information. They made sure they killed the elders for. Like, we think they was just randomly lynching us. They wasn't.
Man,
Everybody you see on the end of a rope was somebody that was teaching somebody that was uplifting people and they had a positive impact. They wasn't just randomly just because you look like us, you was getting lynched. No, you had to be somebody to get
right.
lynched.
Okay, that
You,
makes a lot of sense.
yeah, like Emmett Till, he was going to grow up to be Chief Littlehorn and he was going to rally the troops to war. They
Right.
knew who he was from his birth chart. So how do you stop him? You can't stop him from being who he's going to become unless you take him off the game board, erase him. And they was using murder, which they was not supposed to use according to the contract. They were supposed to do the same thing that we were supposed to do: educate yourself about a condition, therefore you can see it all.
So, do you think that you think they had to like study his like life path or birth chart to figure all of that out about
They
Emmett
knew
Till?
they knew his birth chart. They knew he was coming to Mississippi before he left Chicago. It's in his birth record. He had to go back to Mississippi because you
Dang, he
have to go
specifically
back.
figure all of that out. Okay.
You have to go back to your ancestral lands of where you was where your last incarnation as a chief was, and put your feet on the ground.
Okay, so in one of my family Bibles, I got my mama family Bible. I think it go like 4 or 5 generations. Is that something I can start with to
Yep,
look at my roots?
yeah. That's how we used to keep records because we didn't use day repository. We got word of mouth, and then we had like for business purposes, we kept birth records, and so we know how to set up the family functions around who the most people could celebrate their birth,
Man,
right? So when we have a big party, everybody in the month of June, June 1st is our day.
man,
June June 1st is coinciding with Juneteenth, which was what we called back then. We used to call it the Pit Festival, which was a cookout festival.
is that where the
And
Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Okay.
Every tribe had a different version. Like the ones that were sea bearing, like the West Coast, they didn't barbecue like steaks. They said they had like they cooked fish, um, whale, stuff like that. And they hunted off the ocean. Well, when the Spaniards came, the Soto and them assaulted from the west. They was forced to have to fish inland lakes, so they
Right.
changed they style of cooking and everything to suit the war condition they was under.
Yeah.
But if you go to like Florida, you know they was probably cooking gator, turtle, you
Yeah, because
know,
they be all down there.
yeah. But when you get in the heartland, it was bison, elk. We ain't had no damn cows.
Man, I was just gonna say all cows got tick. Like when you think about it, do all cows? It. I don't know if it's really no male cows because they. I ain't gonna say
They
I ain't never.
call bulls.
Okay, man, I was finna say.
A bull is a male cow, and they come from the same stock as the female, but they normally usually you'll see a lot of bulls is because normally by the time they get 8, 9 months old, they big enough to slaughter. You
Damn.
want to save the female for milk, and the males you let them get so if you let them get too big, they become aggressive. So you want to slaughter them before the aggression kick in, which is the testosterone, which makes the meat tough.
Okay.
Right. So anywhere they got a dairy farm, if they got you can buy the male calf for dirt cheap. You don't want that's waste product.
Right.
Right. The only reason why they leave them there for a month or two is to make sure that the milk is flowing through the mother, and that's to keep the milk production up. So it's we didn't have cows over here.
Do you think we gonna get the bison? You think they're gonna give us the bison? Like we gonna get the bison back?
Well, I got a pound of bison ground bison up there to make some chili with. That just ain't cooked it yet.
Man. Okay, so
But
well,
it's
yeah, you probably wait until afterwards, like me.
yeah, but you can find bison, elk, and venison in the stores now.
Right.
Because a lot of us that's remembering we starting to say we gonna eat some red meat. It got to be from the land. It got to be bison, elk,
Yeah.
venison. Cows ain't from here. They brought cows over here.
Right.
Right? We got to remember that they reintroduced the horse because the horse was used for food stock in the famine that ended up wiping out the horses. But horse meat is better for you than cow.
Right. Cause I be
But they
heard, I
got
be
us
heard
thinking
stories before.
that is not good for you. But horse meat, it's the same. It give you the same effect like a bodybuilder on steroids, but it's all natural.
I'm gonna have to try that. Honestly.
Yeah,
But
all your man stuff is boosted with horse meat. It don't do that with cows and with calves. With the bovine beef that they've been feeding us, it spikes our estrogen and it brings down our testosterone.
you think that's why some dudes be having like erectile dysfunction by the time they get older?
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of the natural herbs we used to eat is not part of our food stock no more.
I was thinking that the other day, like damn, it seemed like damn near anything you go try to like they didn't tamper with literally everything.
All that done on purpose. It ain't by none of it by accident.
Man.
Contrary to popular opinion, none of it's by accident.
So the
They
red meat, like
deliberately, yeah, they deliberately changed our diets. You gotta go back and study the history of the bison in America, and it's gonna tell you that they decided to kill them all off because they said for every bison we kill one of them. Talking about us,
yeah.
right? And that's why you got mountains of bison skulls with hunters standing in front of it and standing on top of the side. They was killing them by the millions.
They doing that just to try to. They doing everything they can just to get to us, man. I hate that type of shit.
Look,
See,
and
see my
we
point.
still here. We got to remember
Man,
that. when we go through everything they did to get rid of us, we still here. The harder they tried to stomp us out, the more we proliferated. We don't die. We baby kids. We multiply.
And for real, you already know what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So
I was,
did I answer you, nephew? I'm gonna take another caller if you good.
yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Rod. Peace.
Peace, God. Peace. Man, I like talking to the youth, man. They so, especially when they get it. K Flow 74. What you do? What you do? K Flow 74. Come on up, chiefing with the chief. Let's see what you got for. Okay, now. Need a couple more seconds, then I'm gonna bring somebody else up. Let me even see if they sent it. Yeah, they sent it to me. Kimberly Royster, K Flow 74. You coming up? Okay. Let's move on to the next. Dev Leo Hadanis. I don't even know if I said that right. You know, making it one, you need to make your profile one long word. Sometimes I'll be butchering that stuff. Peace, God.
Peace, Ong. How you feeling?
Looking good, baby. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, immaculate, happy, and grateful to be in divine timing and divine alignment.
Man, that almost gave me the Holy Ghost.
I see you here.
Yeah. So what's going on with you today? What's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
I want to express gratitude. I want to express gratitude because it's been a long time. The last time we got a chance to chief, you know,
For sure.
was that they removed certain codes from you because of all the information that you possess. So, uh,
Well, you
really.
seen that.
Mengi akufusaka lalidia de kumunta yesi sofa yisuntaka. I am Devleo Silohi Fetiavo Wadaka. My name is King Adonis in most of these spiritual streets, but I am Devleo. I am the reincarnation of that I am. And we are here for the remembrance.
Yep, that's what we're here for.
And
Hey, you know that name Adonis, right? That's like saying